Hey. Okay, this stream is coming very unexpectedly, weirdly, where it doesn't belong. Um, what I mean with this, I actually did plan playing Genshin today. I did plan doing the Imaginarium Theater today, but the last few days I did the Moon Quest, and I was thinking about many things actually, but I got stuck on one thing because I kinda got into a loop with my thoughts and I couldn't figure out why. And then I wrote it all down and I found a pretty big misconception in our current knowledge of the game. Let me get my notes. Because no, I cannot remember all that I wrote down. I actually noticed one thing, but it completely spiraled out of control because when I tried fixing this thing in the timeline, it just dominoed. It just. No, it never ended. So I think this thing that I found has something to do with Genshin's ending. I actually thought that I could find out what is wrong, but I couldn't, so I'm just calling it. I'm scratching the surface of Genshin's ending instead of I found Genshin's ending. Because I am not quite sure. I may have found a solution, but it's so out of the air that it's weird. I'm still trying to describe it. Let me just. It is a pretty different stream than usual. Maybe I will do the Imaginary Theater later, but if it takes too long, then we will just do this theory stuff. I'm fine with that actually, because I love Genshin and I just would like to talk all the time. Um, actually, I've tried many different things with what I found out. Wait a second. So this discrepancy I found has to do with the spaceship. Let me actually do. Oh, I thought there was an audio. At least like this, we have audio. Honestly, wait a second before I give you the audio back. Am I? No, I'm not muted. Okay, great. I thought for a second I was muted. Wait, break. I need a moment to get everything in order. The frick. I'm getting some trophies right now on the PlayStation because I didn't play Genshin on PlayStation for a while. No, not there. What am I trying to do right now? I'm trying to change the language. Okay, let my mind be stuck to one thing and not scurrying all over the place, please. So, what melody would be fitting for this? Honestly, let me just. We are here for now. I just need some music for a second. Um. Yes, I know this has nothing to do with what I wanted to talk about, but I'm getting distracted because my mind is currently all over the place and I really want to have music to soothe my raging mind. I don't remember what I did here, this was so long ago. I know that I decorated this. Who has the music box? Oh, wait, I know where it is in this. I placed it outside in this one. The one where I placed it inside is somewhere else. Farina stage. Don't ask me. This is quite old. There it is. So let me just... No, I'm not unlocking everything now. This is the moon music. This is not the moon music. This is Temple of Space. It would also fit right now. But it's a bit too loud. I think I like this one. Is it? No, it's not. Alright. So, now that I distracted myself long enough, let me tell you what I found. We know... Wait a frickin' second, let me scroll up my text. Yes, I wrote very much. Where is it? I wrote so many... Shit!
Called back to the Zeppeljärny Palace again? Ugh, seriously. What's the point in all these endless
Please,
meetings?
be quiet. Maybe like this? Okay, maybe she's quiet when you are in the menu. Okay, so... I wrote down the order we know things happened. So, first the spaceship crashed. Lumine was already on Tevat. I'm using Lumine here because I am playing Ether, so it's easier for me. I can just say Abyssrin instead of Lumine, but I wrote it down like this, so I would need to actively use my brain. So at first the spaceship crashed. The Abyssrin was already on Tevat. Then the Abyssrin regained their memories after receiving the spaceship key from Ether from Diradev. So the spaceship key that Diradev got from Ether, so from the Traveler from the future. Oh my god, I'm just... Let me just read it like I wrote it down before my mind completely blue screens on me. My brain, not my mind. Oh, frick. So, the spaceship crashed. Lumine was already on Tevad. Lumine regained her memories after receiving the spaceship key from Ether from Diradev. Lumine left the left for the spaceship ship and left Kenria undefended, which caused the cataclysm, but this doesn't matter right now. Lumine found that Ether is still in the spaceship and still has his key. Then Lumine wakes Ether up and tries to leave with him. We know that this happened because she told us in the game. So, they got stopped by Asmodee, which is the starting cutscene. Asmodee took Lumine with her and Ether's power. Lumine was locked up in stasis in the Temple of Space, which caused her to lose her memories. And then Lumine escaped somehow, and Asmodee joined her. We know this happened. But the weird thing in all of this is that Lumine didn't have her memories at the start when she was in Kenria. And she later left Kenria to find the spaceship where she found Ether and tried to leave with him, only to get captured by Asmodee and then lose her memories. So she regained her memories in the past and lost her memories in the future. She never lost her memories in the past and never regained them in the future. We know that this order is correct because we are explicitly stated in the game that this happened after this and this after this. You cannot order it any other way because we know that Lumine found us in the spaceship and then tried to leave with us after she left Kenria undefended. And that's the starting cutscene, where she gets captured. And we know that after she gets captured, she gets placed in, wait, what was it called again? I wrote that down. In the Hall of Emptiness. She was called in the Hall of Emptiness and went through an apathic interval. Or whatever. I don't know. I wrote that down somehow. So yeah, it is weird. Anyway, before I talk further, I need to check something actually in-game, because I am not prepared for this. Let me just... Where was it? Temple of Space, there. I need to get... Was it this one? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Is it this one? It's this one. There. I wanted to read what exactly it says here. Time has washed away every trace, every lingering presence, and yet you know the one who once rested here was the person most important to you. So go on, keep moving, keep traveling until the day you meet again. Okay, but what does it say on the other side? Written in two languages, the language used in the upper text is completely unfamiliar. Your containment facility is rather ingenious. It took me years of careful thinking from the inside before I finally managed to slip out. Though I trust that will not shock you too much, I may only be a novelist, but I have wandered across many worlds and devoured countless mysteries and detective stories. So a sharp mind is practically part of the job. If you happen to find this note or relax, this containment vessel should still be intact, I think. To be honest, the days locked inside were so unbearably dull that I ended up doing something rather productive. I finally worked out the ending to what. Even so, I must say that what you did was rather unfair. The universe may not share a single code of laws, but locking someone away without so much as an explanation seems a little unreasonable, does it not? You did not even allow the Board of Authorities to speak with me, so now you tell me I entered illegally? That is rather amusing. Given that I have already received royalties in your loyal currency, by now the publisher must have readers searching everywhere for me. Then again, after all these years, I doubt anyone still cares how the story ends. This message was written in two languages, the language of the Andromeda Empire and the local tongue. The two scripts are printed together to reduce the chance of misunderstanding. Okay, this is irrelevant. Um, and confusing to say the least. Let me think for a second. So, I believe. So first, I thought that maybe why the frick is this not working? There it is. All right. Oh my god, my
It's
thing
about time we
lagged.
threw another tea party.
No, it is not. Shut up. Let me get back to my teapot. Where is this Serenita teapot? There. And let's get back to the music we had on. To reduce the chance of her talking, let's just go in here. So, the first step of thinking was just connecting the two pieces. Because if Lumine lost her memories in her future and regained it in the past, just connect it in a time loop. This doesn't work. For two reasons. First of all, she couldn't get out of the time loop. She would she wouldn't get out. And second, it would be repeating itself over and over and over and over again. Like, she would spawn in Canria, go to the end of Canria, then find a spaceship, get absorbed by Asmodee, and be spit out at the start of Canria again. And over and over and over again. This doesn't work. It just doesn't. So, my next thought was endlessly many timelines. Like having Lumine spat out at Canria, going to the spaceship, and then being spat out in another timeline where she is on the other end of the timeline. The problem with this is it doesn't create a loop. She will never get sent back to the start of the loop, which needs to happen for my theory to work. Now comes the part where I made my notes. I couldn't, for the heck of me, figure out how to create the timelines being in a loop and getting out of the loop at the same time. But we had a point of convergence. The point where she travels to the spaceship and gets absorbed by Asmodee. It is a convergence. This is the moment where it happens. Where she needs to separate into two people, basically. And I found a solution that is pretty arbitrary and pretty grabbed out of the air and thrown into the universe from who knows where. I thought, what if both Travelers are canon and both Abyss Twins are canon? If there are two timelines. So we know that Irminsul, or how it's now called, Aru, does only record people from Tevat, basically. But this doesn't refer to time itself. We saw a memory of the spaceship crashing down, but we didn't see Lumine in it. Lumine was not on the spaceship. But what if the reason was that she doesn't exist in our timeline anymore? The Lumine in our timeline is the Lumine of the other timeline. So our Lumine doesn't exist in this timeline. So she isn't on the spaceship because she doesn't exist in this time. She just doesn't exist. I need to go a little bit further into detail because this sounded pretty weird. I just noticed. So I need an art program, doesn't I? Frick. I don't have an art program. Oh, no, I have. Let me real quick open Canva. I'm so sorry, my laptop. I have to go through all of that. I don't need that. Delete it. Okay. No, I don't need anything right now. Just give me an open... I don't care, I just need anything. I just need to draw. Please just give me an empty piece of I don't want to type. No. Is it this one? It's difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Let's just open this one. Is it this one? No. I don't care. Just give me a freaking... What did I press? I just need to draw. Can I just get into video and then draw some... Let me just get anything. Lord of... I know that I drew here before. Where is it? Give me just this. I don't need to... There, I found it. Okay, now we need a bigger piece of whatever. Holy frick, just give me a big piece of This one should be big enough. I'm sorry for all of this. I don't want elements, I just want to draw. Okay, I have scuff right now. I need a second. Yes, I just changed the music. But not to this. Why did I do this? Okay. So, I found, like, the way I found it. Can I change the colors? Oh, there. The way I found was making two timelines. One with ether. No. We need both thick. One with ether. Yeah, I cannot draw right with this. And one with lumine. So we have lumine as the abyss twin. And we have lumine as the traveler. We also have lumine the spaceship. But we have ether in this spaceship. And we have ether as the main traveler in this one. But ether is the abyss twin here. So the thing that I found out, not out, is like we get captured here and Lumine gets her memory wiped because this one is the ether timeline. But what if both travelers get their memories wiped when that happens? What if both travelers get their memories wiped and the thing that actually happens is ether crashes. Lumine comes here and this ether is this abyss twin. Vice versa. We have this one, this lumine, being this abyss twin. This would make sense for abyss lumine losing her memories. So, the thing is, when Lumine later gets to ether and finds him, when they both get separated and sent somewhere. This Lumine gets sent here. Vice versa. This ether came from here. This one is the only thing I found which made sense. It connected everything, left one loop. It makes sense. The other thing which makes sense with this specific thing is the Paimon is Asmodee theory would make sense because we know that Asmodee went with the traveler with one of the siblings when that happened. Like, wait, when Asmodee intersected here, she went with the travelers. But we assumed she did go with the Abyss Twin. But in this case, she could actually not go with the Abyss Twin, but with the traveler of the other timeline. Which would make sense why she's not found anywhere. Also, if those timelines do exist separately, crossing over a timeline is not just time related. It can also be space related. So it can be caused by space bending. Because this is an entirely different space from this one. So it can be space related. That doesn't mean it has to, but it can. Okay, I'm having weird... Oh my frick, I just noticed that I'm hiding most of the things. But yeah, this is what I thought. So this Lumine crash landed. This Ether found her. Asmodee intersected. Kicked this Lumine here. Which would later find this Ether. And would then be caught again. And kicked here. So this Lumine is this Lumine and is this Lumine. It all makes sense. But she's also this Lumine. It does make sense. Like, we know everything. Another thing which made me come to this theory is actually is Desktop Audio on now? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. So, wait, I shouldn't I don't know what it's showing because I never go on YouTube with the channel. Now I go with on YouTube with that channel. It just showed some stuff. Like recently, YouTube is showing me weird stuff, like stuff I've never watched. I don't know what's going on. Some stuff I watch, but sometimes I don't. So, oh wait, I need more that one. Can I somehow turn off music on the PlayStation without? Holy shit. Okay, let me just turn the PlayStation off instead. Um, it all.
Words for the worthy, the doorway to divinity.
Shut up. It all comes back to this one frickin' trailer. It all comes back to it. I don't know why, but everything returns here. Everything comes back here. I don't want it this big. Why did I make it this big? Make it small, make it small. Can I make it like this? Is that a appropriate size? Wait, my stream is pretty much delayed. Okay, this is an appropriate size. Let me reload my stream. Yes, everything comes back to this frickin' stream. To this frickin' video. So, another thing that made me come to my theory is the last sentence from Dane's Live. Or the last few sentences.
Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
If everything is messed up like this, what is this? This one would make sense. Like if both travelers got their memories wiped, and not just the Abyss Twin, like we think, it would mean that this could have happened. And we would not know, because we are one of the travelers that got their memories wiped. So, if the Lumine that crashed down with her spaceship was found by Abyss Ether, then Asmodee intersected. Both got their memories wiped. Lumine got sent into the parallel timeline where Ether crash landed and was found by Lumine. And then Lumine, when Asmodee intersected in this timeline, Lumine got sent here. This Ether, however, got sent here. Heyo! I just noticed that you guys are here. I'm sorry that I didn't notice you sooner. Yeah, now I wanna Back to the Future and hi Dreamy, I'm yapping about Genshin because I was planning to do the Imaginarium Theater in Genshin and then I was just thinking about lore and I just had a full breakdown in my head and everything snapped at once and flew in every direction and pieced itself back together. It's probably complete nonsense. The thing is, it somehow works and explains multiple other things. Like, it explains the theory Paimon could be Asmodee, because in this theory, Paimon could be Asmodee. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying it could be. Still be. Another thing, which is way more important, is the Loom of Fate. The Loom of Fate was collected by the Abyss Twin to reweave the ley lines of Kenria to restore it. So, the thing is, like, Lumine doesn't get recorded by Irminsul here. In her, like, this Lumine belongs into this timeline, in the timeline down below, not in the upper timeline, which belongs to Ether. So, Lumine doesn't get recorded by Irminsul. Lumine doesn't get recorded by Irminsul. Lumine suddenly gets recorded by Irminsul. Lumine doesn't get recorded by Irminsul. Like, Lumine only gets recorded when she isn't in her when she is in her incorrect timeline. The other thing is, the traveler that gets sent on this side gets their power extracted out of them. We know that living beings can, like, Farina did create, like, Focalors created Farina from her body, and Focalors stayed as her divinity. So we know it is possible to separate one's power from their body and create a second body with it. So it could still be that Lumine gets sent here without her power, but Lumine's power stays here in this timeline. Vice versa for Ether, which clears this discrepancy, which I didn't clear yet. The other thing, the Loom of Fate. Wait, we need another color for this. Give me bright pink. The Loom of Fate gets collected by the Abyss Twin at this point in time, like here. This is where the Loom of Fate gets collected. The Loom of Fate is used to reweave the here, this sector. Like, they recreate this sector of time, like Canria. We know that the ley lines are capable of restoring everything that is saved there. So, what is likely to happen is that the Abyss Twins are trying. Wait, no. No. Why am I trying to do this? What am I doing to myself? So, there. Let's just take some kind of orange. Okay, I'm... So, the Abyss Twins are likely to swap this one. But, for this to happen, the twin that's missing on each side has to have been recorded for this. So if they are actually trying to redo the Kenria era but in how it actually should have happened, so that they get sent back to their respectively right timelines. This would cause a problem because a descender or an outlander doesn't get recorded by Irminsul, so they can't restore data from the other timeline. They can only restore data that actually happened for them in their timeline. So what they would create is the same that happened, even if it shouldn't have happened like this. Where's your DeLorean? I don't know where your DeLorean is. So the thing is, in the story, the Beast Twin didn't use the Atlas yet. Like, they used the Loom of Fate to create an Atlas map of Canria back then. But the Atlas map wasn't used yet because they still try to figure out a location for the Atlas map, like where they can place the whole nation of Canria without destroying the local ecosystem or whatever. So when Lumine and Ether, like Abyss Lumine and Abyss Ether, use the Atlas, that's when we know what they actually try to do with the Atlas. Until then, my theory could be, and it would make much sense for it to be like this, because it explains way too much. It explains why we, as the traveler, didn't recall if our Abyss Twin was on the ship with us. Like, we didn't recall, we didn't know if our sibling was with us on our ship. So if our mind got wiped too, it would explain a whole lot. But the most important thing is it would explain why the twins lost their memory at this point, but already had lost it here, which is the most important part. And I'm so sorry for having a stream like this. Like, it explains way too much. It's honestly stupid. Okay, let me just get back into Genshin. It's all just because I did the moon quest that my mind is racing with everything that could be possible right now. I don't know if it's nice information, I don't even know if it's correct, but it makes sense. I just tried it, I just wanted to make a lore video stream, whatever. I don't know. Because I was so deep in thought about it, I just needed to bring it out into the world. I spent the whole day just thinking about this. I wanted to do the Imaginarium Theater today. I just didn't get to it. Because I was so distracted. You envy me? Don't envy me. This is nothing you should envy. It's perpetual agony. Another thing that I just recalled. At the end of the Moon Quest, the Traveler, like the character we play, answers the call from the moon base. Like, the moon base sent information into space, and we, as this player, did send a message back to them before our ship crashed. But the traveler did not remember that. Because if he did, like, we didn't hear it, like, the traveler didn't hear it in that sequence, but still, if, like, we heard the message that we supposedly answered before too. Like, we did hear it again in the sequence we saw, but we didn't react to it. We didn't say anything like, we heard that, we answered to that, or whatever. It was new information for us, even though it shouldn't have been, because in the past we did answer to exactly that message. So, and this is the message that basically led us here. It is the message that led us to Tevat. Why didn't we remember this message? If our memory got wiped, this would actually make sense. It would make so much sense. Okay, let's just have a relaxing stuff now. I now have used my brain way too much.
Pick up the pace.
This is our spaceship. Also ignore that I'm using the wrong weapon on her. I'm planning on using another one in the future, but I don't have that one yet. I'm just using this one for crits. I need to find actually hints, more hints. For any kind of information that I could find.
Huh?
I'm just trying to relax my brain right now by just hopping around, I don't know. We could actually try and defeat the weird slime that I found. I found a weird slime over... I think it was here? I'm kinda scared of that slime. Oh my friend, oh god, my friend turned off the lights.
Right here.
This is a thing that I just think about the entire day
Go.
and just cannot get a conclusion to. Did it just get stolen my energy?
Take a break.
Why is this boss immune? How can I actually defeat it?
Tiresome. Heaven's will made mine. I think not. Sacred name.
How do I defeat that?
Ancient preserver. Life goes on. Wheel of life. Show them. Right here. Right now. A sight to
What the
behold.
frick? That slime is totally cool!
What a joke. Come on, keep
Look how rainbowy it is! Oh shit, it's strong.
I live within you.
I live within you.
Orders given. Orders received. Go. Life goes on. Emerge. Right now. Right here. How tiresome. A spot that's tea time entertainment. Come on, keep up.
I want that slime as a plushie.
Emerge. Opening box.
Honestly, I don't know how to play that team that I'm playing right now. I'm sorry.
Begone. Our little secret.
I'm probably doing so many mistakes playing it.
What a joke. Take a break. Come on out. Right now. Emerge.
Why is that slime so
I
cool?
live within you. Wheel of life. Life goes on. Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Come on, keep up. How tiresome.
After I made this weird calculation in my head today, I will just play the Imaginary Theater tomorrow and
Eyes. Opening box of the
try to get this stuff out of my head.
secret. Let's test my hypothesis. Take a break.
I think a short stream should be fine for today. I exhausted my mind. Oh frick, I died.
Tea party is over. Heaven's will made mine. Orders given. Orders received. Wheel of life.
I think this is the coolest slime in the entire game.
Come on, keep up.
That's what moon gravity does to your body. It just turns you cool. Oh. It just dropped normal slime stuff. Alright, I think that should be enough for today. I know it's not long, but I had much to talk about. And I feel like I have forgotten some stuff. Did I forget anything?
Welcome to the
Oh, we got this one. Oh yeah, right there. Defeat it, and before it enters its light gathering mode for the third time. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't do much of the local legends because I'm not a hardcore player in that sense. I'm just enjoying the game's lore. I'm enjoying it way too much. I'm way too deep in the lore. I'm way too deep into it. I'm not talking often about it because I feel like it's not where I belong. It's not my place, I think. But this just needed to get out of me. Like the other thing that I showed already on the channel before is down here. It's also one of my favorite places in the game. I just hate how to get there. It's atrocious.
Come on, keep up.
There is a Whitman's datum pattern. That's a pattern that can only form from specific metals in space. It can only form in space. It is not able to form on a planet. There. That one. The pattern on that stone is a Whitman's datum pattern. I already showed that on stream, but it's still my favorite space. Like, I like this location so much. I don't know why it is in the game. We never got an answer to it. I thought, like, the last time I told it was mid-Natlan. And we never got an answer. I thought maybe when Nordcry came out that we would get an answer because there's so much moon-related shit in there, in Natlan, but we never got an answer to it. This patterns, like the stripes all over this, it's a Whitman's datum pattern. It's like this is an alloy that can only form in space with copper and some other shit in it. Like, look at it, it's so cool. And I don't know what it does here. Like, what is it for? Why is it shaped like an ear? We still never got an answer to it. I thought we would have gotten an answer by now, but nope. There's so much stuff, and I just want to talk and talk and talk. I could talk your ear off. Honestly, I could talk into infinity and back. I could talk so long sentences that they would come out from who knows where. I love talking about Genshin. What else? What could I talk about? Let's just find some stuff to talk about. Oh, wait, frick. How I actually came to thinking about what I thought about today. How I even thought about the travelers. I had a very arbitrary way to get to it. So my thoughts today started with the Tsaritsa. Yes, it's way on the other side of the spectrum. I thought about one sentence that was revealed in the live stream 2 days ago. They said that every Kenrian is a descendant of the Tsaritsa. So I had my head spinning for a few days. I thought and thought and thought and thought and thought. I just had to think about it. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? Every Canrian is a descendant of the Tsaritsa. Why? How would that make sense? There are two main bloodlines in Canria. There is the Eclipse Dynasty, and there is the Crimson Moon Dynasty. Those have two distinct bloodlines, and the Eclipse bloodline, like King Irmin, tried to kill off the Crimson Moon bloodline. They could find it in their blood. They had different blood. They weren't one family. I just... Like, we have one descendant of the Crimson Moon Dynasty, and they have a cross-shaped eye. And the other ones have star pattern eyes. And they said, like, the star pattern eye comes from Sarline, the third descender, and they are all, like, relatives to him, basically. But this doesn't explain the Crimson Moon Dynasty, honestly. Then I thought, how? Because Kenria was secluded for all eternity, until 500 years ago when it went down. But before that, they had closed doors. They didn't have any contact with outside civilizations. Not at all. So I thought and thought and thought and thought, and then I thought, how was it created? Because Kenria had to be founded somewhere and somehow by some people. Maybe it wasn't founded by only descendants of Sarah but this would contradict that every Kenrian was a descendant. So what if the descendant of Sarah already had families outside before they founded Kenria? Then they were hunted by Celestia because they wanted to kill off every trace of Sarah and they hid. They hid underground. And when they hid underground, they were gone. Until 500 years ago, when they were found, and then they were killed off by Celestia. Then my mind went to the Traveler's sibling, and this is how my other thought process got kicked off, because I thought about Kenria too much, and then I thought about the Abyss sibling, how they arrived there, and why they arrived there. Then I wanted to talk about all that happened. Like, I wanted to point out every piece that happened in order. And when I wrote it down, I noticed that the Abyss twin regained their memory before they even lost their memory. And that's how I came to all the other conclusions. Like, my mind just went to space and never came back. It just went somewhere, and I don't know where because I couldn't find it again because I was just going mad. I'm so sorry. But I like it up here in space. It's just so cozy. All my thoughts are here. I can just think non-stop. I don't know what was. Like, do you ever have a moment where you just start to think and it never stops? It just goes on and on and on. I just need an answer to everything. So Genshin is the perfect game for me to play because we don't get answers. Ah, it hurts. It hurts. Let it hurt. Let it hurt as bad as it can. Wait a second, I need to check. Alright. Um... I'm really excited for Snezhnaya. Like in 2 weeks. It's not 2 weeks anymore. It's almost only 1 week away. Like, I'm very excited for the lore we will be getting. And the contradictions. I'm thinking right now. I thought so much today that my mind just went blank. There's nothing in my mind. I don't have a single thought in my head right now. It is completely empty. I have a pea brain. What happened to me? What's going on? Oh, I'm in not cry, frick. Yeah, exactly, yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. This is how I'm feeling. And it feels great. It feels so good. Also, I crossed so many theories in my thoughts today. I crossed like the theory about the AI being like the spaceship AI being the primordial one. I crossed that all people from Tevat are descendants from the Traveler. What else? I crossed many theories, and I can't even remember all of them. Oh yeah, Paimon is Asmodee, of course, which I already talked about. I actually don't believe that Paimon is Asmodee. I believe that Paimon is Paimon. Because the gods in Genshin get their names from the Ars Goetia. And Paimon is one of those names, as well as Asmodee. Those are two distinct names from the Ars Goetia. So, Paimon is Paimon, and Asmodee is Asmodee. I believe that Paimon is the spaceship AI itself. The reason I believe that is, like, we get mail from Paimon and from Paimon. Like, those are two distinct emails we get in Genshin. Oh my god, I'm starting again, doesn't I? Don't I? I'm just never stopping to talk. I'm never stopping. Let me just do something else. Oh yeah, another thing I did today is just playing Genshin. Okay, I explored the moon a bit today. Like, the moon is very beautiful. This is Tevat. It's not beautiful from here, but I found this Gwangi here that I don't know what to do with. It's scared, and I wanted to unscare, but it doesn't unscare. So that's one thing that's weird. Um. Oh no, this is not where I wanna be. Oh my god, I'm just going there at foot now. Oh, because I was going into the wrong direction. I need to go here. There, this is the planet. This is Tevat. I saw on the internet that you can actually rotate it by moving time. I should probably have taken another direction. But yeah, it's rotated differently now. Which isn't useful. How did the people on YouTube do this? You would need to get physically above it to have it show up on your... Wait, can you get outside of space? How high can you get outside of space? Why can't we breathe? No, I cannot get outside of space. I thought I could. But I can't. Where am I going now? No! This is not what I wanted. Let me get out of here. Also, I haven't... Why do I have Columbina in here? What the frick is going on? Stop it. This is actually pretty serene and beautiful. Okay, we have seen enough of this now. I'm just wandering off in my head and, I don't know, expect something to happen. I actually think I have done enough talking for today. I need to do resting. My brain hurts. And I'm trailing off at so many occasions now. We will just raid someone. Who will we raid? I'm sorry?
It's about time we threw another tea party, don't you think? I wonder who else is free.
Oh my god, the digital chimera is playing Noida. We were right there. Raid. The until chimera. Alright. Let's get here. Oh my god. Sandorni will talk, won't she? Anyway, I will just say have a great day, have a great night, or whatever time it is for you, have a great time. Bye. I'ma just turn the PlayStation off before she starts talking. Yeah, I will play Genshin again tomorrow, but tomorrow I will play the Imaginative Theater. I will not talk your ears off. I'm sorry for that today. It just happened, kinda. But we will raid the Digital Chimera now, and they are playing Noida. So let's create the raid. And yes, I won't say again, have a great day, have a great night, or whatever time it is for you, have a great time. Bye bye. Bye. Let's just raid. Am I raiding alone? I'm raiding alone. Yeah, okay, let's just read.